Drinking with friends. Long time dog. Been trying to get him on. I was trying to get him on before I even bought this equipment.
For sure.
ABM nasty.
Grind hard.
Grind hard. He running the streets right now. So if y'all don't know him, y'all about to know him after this.
Straight thing.
Exactly.
We here.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming on, my brother.
Straight thing, man. All you gotta do is
like we gotta do at the first, we gotta do salute.
Cheers, dog.
Anything is possible. I appreciate you coming
Straight
on.
like that.
You know, I was trying to put some jewelry on. You know, I was trying to match the vibe, but
man, we iced out together, man.
Hey,
you
I
shining?
was trying to put my old golds in, and them motherfuckers wouldn't fit. So,
man, go get some new ones. Go to the loo, man. Go grill it up, real deal, man. You see us out here?
I ain't wore no golds, man, since high school.
I lost my first pair in high school and didn't go back.
It's devastating to lose some golds.
I
had got some gold stole from Tech. Motherfuckers stole my stuff. And remember Robo Dyke?
Yeah.
I told her.
They stole them. I remember.
Man, they found them. She found them. Dude had them in his hand, jingling them in the hallway. And then they was like, oh, like, luckily I had receipts for all my stuff because, like, I got all my stuff from Jury Doctor, so I had all my receipts. And then she was like, oh, this, like, I went down to Dean Kelly's, got my shit back. Yeah. And, oh, goofball.
Hey, that's an important piece of the lifestyle, man. That's my grill. You can't steal my smell, baby.
Yeah,
that's
man,
my smell.
It was the funny part was it was the first time my wife had seen me without golds in.
Mm-hmm.
She had seen me. She was like, wasn't even fucking with it.
Wasn't we in practice when they took them?
Nah, I was in. I had skipped class and went to gym remember the girls' gym?
Yeah.
And I had went there to play ball, and I had my shit in the locker, but I had it locked. Dude pried it open and
that's why I said I knew we was there. I knew we was hooping. I remember that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because we was hooping. That's why I thought we was in practice or something. But I remember that.
Yo, goofball. They called him. I knew who he was, but they was like, oh, we can't tell him, or we can't say who it is. But everybody knew who it was.
Yeah.
Them used to be the days, man, the high school days.
Yeah, I had fun in high school, boy.
Yeah.
I was a motherfucker, boy.
Man, what's crazy is, like, looking back at it now, like, at the time when we was there, it was like, man, like, I don't want to go to school today, or, like,
that was
I'm
a
done with school.
thing. I ain't want to go. I'm like, man, shit. I got to get up in the morning. But moms wasn't going for that, though.
Yeah, man, I would make any excuse to miss school. But looking back out on it now, like, man, that's damn near the best time of my life, man. Like,
should have went, man.
Best time of my life, man. Like, it was.
You didn't know how important school was when you was going as a kid. You just think it was just something to do.
Yeah.
But shit, school really important like a motherfucker. I tell my daughters all the time, man, school, hey.
Yeah, that's why I be telling my daughter, like, man, like, you might not want to go now, but, like, when you look back on it, like, it's important, but then it'll be the best times of your life. Like,
that's the best part, man.
Yeah.
Definitely to go.
Yeah, like, you meet good people. You got to think, like, Terrell Sadbury, Samandy, you, like, most of the people I know from back then, I still mess with to this day.
Yeah, I'm still friends with everybody.
Yeah.
I be trying to keep in contact. That's what the social media for.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Samandy and Terrell, like, I make sure I hit Shane. I make sure on their birthdays and everything, like, I make sure I kick it in, call in, FaceTime them. Like,
yeah, I send the salutes on there on the birthdays when they pop up. I make sure I get them, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, man. Like, it's hard, like, after school, it's hard to find, like, good, solid people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, hard to find good, solid people. So I always want to keep in touch with them. So I always make sure, I do my due diligence, clicking with them. They do the same for me. Like, my birthdays, they all chime in, hit me up. And I'm like, damn, my dogs,
sure,
man. Like,
hey, you got to keep them close, man.
Yeah, hey, that's the best way to do it.
Yes, sir.
Especially, well, shit, me, you, Terrell, your brother. Hell, we play high school ball together.
Yeah, we was in everything together, even out of high school ball.
Yeah, we used to play
Down
with
at the
Willow
Mission. Yeah, yup, at the Mission.
Hey, the Mission was dope.
Nah, that was the funnest times playing in them
Yeah.
little leagues, boy.
I look more forward to playing at the Willow Mission League than a Tech basketball game. Like, even though everybody want to be on a high school basketball team, man, the Willow Mission League, it was just,
It was intense. It was where the real hoopers was at, man.
that's where everybody was at. Like,
Them little leagues like that be the real hoopers, man. That school ball, yeah, you'll get it going, but them outside the league sports, them motherfuckers
Man,
be
them
where it's at,
muggers
boy.
them mugs was dope, man.
Yeah, them was the funnest times, man.
Every Saturday, I look forward to going up. Man, I get there early. Like, man,
That's
I
when you
was-
get up. Couldn't get up for school, but you
Yeah,
made it up
man,
early
you
for them
get-
8
yeah,
o'clock
you get-
basketball
hell yeah,
games,
that's
huh?
a fact. That's a fact.
Like,
Like,
oh,
man,
man, we got game at 7:30,
yeah,
man.
we
Goddamn
there.
it, Monday morning come.
wide open and
Man,
everything. Like, let's get this
goddamn,
mug
man.
popping.
We gotta go to school.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
stay and
but
watch the other
basketball-
people's play. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, looking back, like well, hell, even high school, but like the Willow Mission League, like how many people we play with that ain't even with us no more.
Yeah.
They either ain't with us or they had caught maybe a body or two, or they had got caught up in the dope game, and some of them might be with us, but they ain't with us. You know what I mean? They behind the
Yeah.
wall. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's like, damn, man, we had, like, looking back on memories, like, man, we used to do this, and
I know that dude, man.
it's
See that
crazy.
face slide across their screen with something else. Like, damn, man,
Yeah.
I went to school with him.
Yeah, especially from Tech, man. Like, we,
A lot of people got in trouble from Tech that you went to school with.
it's like when I had got locked up, man, I feel like it was a Tech reunion.
That's something I ain't even know.
Yeah.
I ain't never knew you got locked up.
Yeah, I had did a little stint, and man, I was in there, and they was like, "Lil Manny," it's like, "How'd you even get caught?" And like, man, it was everybody. Like, bro, we was playing, like, we go to rec. Man, it's like being back at Tech. Like, we was all out to run. Like,
Everybody
they
was
was,
in there.
man, we was in that mug, running that mug.
Yeah.
And, man, turn their ass up too, man. Like,
I ain't never see that life. I'm planning on staying away from
hey,
it,
that's the best thing for you. And I'm dab on that. don't do that.
Hey, I ain't even trying to get there.
Yeah, nah, hell nah. Especially this day's age, man. They try to put a brother underneath the jail.
Oh, they definitely gonna nail you.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But shit, going off of so I don't know if y'all know about this man. Y'all should know about this man, and if y'all don't, y'all know him after this. I gotta listen to some music of him. So you been grinding on this shit for
All day.
all day. I went down the rabbit hole, and you had a long rabbit hole of looking down at how long you been doing this music.
And just got in the spotlight, man. That's how most of
Spot-
the rappers is, man.
Hey,
I've been
that's-
grinding since I was 12, really.
Ask him. Like, before we started this podcast, I was like, I'm gonna go off your stage, ABM Nash. I was like, I'm gonna have him on here
For sure.
before I even started this. And then we started it. I was like, I'm gonna have him on here. I was like, I asked him if he want to come on, because I didn't know if he wanted to come on.
Hey, anything to make me go, man. I'm
Hey.
with it, man. Long-term friend. I can't let you down, man.
Hey, every step is a good step,
Every step.
as
is
long
good
as it's
step,
forward.
man. Blessings.
Yeah, yes sir. And hey, you picking up you tumble rolling forward right now. You doing the shows.
Yeah, I've been out here. I just came from Atlanta a couple weekends ago, October.
You perform out there?
Yeah, I did a little show in Atlanta, yep.
Yeah, that like every I tune in on everything you do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I be like I say on every podcast, I hustle everybody else's hustle. Like, you wanna hear music? Boom, I'll put you on you. You wanna like clean the shoes? I know a guy does that. Like, I'm
Yeah,
always
that's what's
promoting
up.
everybody.
Yeah,
So
that's what's up.
that's why I told you on that what is it, Street Need Heat?
Mm-hmm.
Or what's it actually called? Heat?
Yeah, Heat. Yeah.
I probably about half your listen to.
Hey,
Boy, I be
appreciate
banging that
you,
mug
man.
in
I
there.
bang it too, man. That's
Hey.
really the debut of the new album, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how that smug ain't on the radio yet. That mug is a banger.
It just came out this year.
Man, that mug should have been on there right now. Like, I don't even listen to music. Like I listen to podcasts all day.
Yeah.
But every time like before my podcast like uploads, I'm hearing like the little bull crap they got on there. I'm like, man, who wants to hear this crap? Like this is crap.
That's they people, you know what I mean?
Man, it's kind of you got to get in where you fit in.
Yes, sir.
Know the right people. And
You gotta make noise around the city, man.
that's a fact. That's a fact. But I know you're gonna get on there. I feel like that one's gonna take off. That Heat song.
Definitely, I'm gonna put it in the works, man.
Yeah, I feel like that one's gonna take off. So like we doing this small interview right now, but I feel like a year from now, he gonna be surpassed me.
Yeah, at least
Just
he'll-
look out for the bottom dog. Like man,
Nah, man, we ain't surpassing. We riding together, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Just
It's
look out for
us.
the little dog when you
Hey.
up here.
You making a name for me. You helping me out. You know what I
Hey.
I
mean?
can look back and say my first podcast was Drinks with Friends.
Is your first podcast?
Yep.
Yep. Okay,
First
okay.
podcast. I did a little interview when I went to Atlanta. You know what I mean? That was my very first one. You know what I mean? I did one with my video man too, but you know what I mean? It was really more of a. I wasn't more answering the questions. It's on my YouTube page if you look at it, the little interview. But you know what I mean? I was so locked in of what I wanted to say and what I didn't want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I asked you before you came on. I was like, some stuff you want to talk about, some stuff. Like that's how I run my podcast. Like I ask you, like I have my rundown, but if you don't want to talk about something, I ain't gonna bring it up. Like
Yeah.
and that's why I let you run down the list. Like here, check this out real quick before.
Yeah, but
we-
that's part of the business too, though. Sometimes you got to be prepared for the unexpected. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
I feel like a lot of people that do interviews and stuff be like trying to nitpick. Like they know you don't want to talk about it, but they'll keep nitpicking at you.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like it messes up the interview. So
Yeah, sometimes, but as being an artist though, everything gotta be on the table. You know what I mean? Really can't hold nothing back as an artist. Like it don't matter what it is.
gotta hold some stuff back. You be like Vlad TV, boy. That boy be exposing.
I love
Yeah.
Vlad. Shout out Vlad.
Yeah.
I mean, but
he the
everything you do
feds.
is everything. It don't. I mean, I ain't never checked him out, so I really don't know nothing about it. Really.
Yeah,
But
he the feds. Like he be having like, let's say if you shot somebody and you don't want to talk about it, he be like, oh man,
He'll
I
bring
heard-
it up.
I heard you shot it. You know, I heard you shot somebody. Was it 2-3 times? Then he'll switch the question and he'll bring it back up like, so like, did you hit him 2-3 times? Like he's trying to
I
get
mean,
you
the
to.
streets talk, but you know what I mean. If you did it and time passed by, you know what I mean. Hey, I mean, if I beat it, you can speak on it. I believe, but if you didn't,
If you beat it, but a lot
You
of
know
these
what I mean?
dudes he be having on don't beat it. Like
I mean, yeah, that's personal, but I wouldn't tell if I, you know what I mean.
that's a
Like-
fact. That's why I be seeing stuff and I'll pause and I have to think about what. Luckily, this is not live.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He can edit
There's
the
room
stuff
for
out.
error.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll say some stuff and I'm like, that ain't going in there.
But if you live that life, it's gonna come out one way or another. Anyways, you can't run from it. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you know what I mean, streets talk. Just put it like that. Streets talk.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I
But-
mean? So what's true is true. What's false is false. You know what I mean? If you did it and you know what I mean. Of course, you're not gonna talk about it if you
I feel like
got past it. You know what I mean?
Nowadays, the streets talk a little bit more than they should be talking. It's
Definitely.
Like, stuff's supposed to be like if stuff happen, it happened. Keep that to yourself, especially if it happened with you or if you've seen it. Keep that to yourself, man. There's no reason to be blabbing. Like, I think people think it's cool now to blab on somebody else's story.
Yeah,
to
just
hype
because they was there.
theyself.
Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like-
It's more of an image thing. I
Yeah.
knew about it, but but
Yeah.
I don't speak on nothing. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's how I be, man.
You ask me about something personal, I'll let you know, man. Hey, I know about it, but I'm not speaking on that. That ain't my job. That ain't who
Yeah.
I am. You know what I mean? That
Me,
ain't my character.
I just say, I don't know nothing about that.
You know what I mean? Even if I did, that's what I'm gonna tell you though. Even if I did know, it's not my it's not my space to even speak on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That
that's-
ain't.
That's
'Cause
a fact.
I could say something, and when you go tell somebody what I said, you will switch it all up. It wasn't what I actually said to you.
Yeah,
So, you
that's
know
how
what I
they
mean?
do, man. That's
So now I'm gonna be out here probably beefing or into it with a motherfucker that I really didn't say too much about.
yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
how
I
it
just
be.
knew
That's-
about the situation.
Yep, that's a fact. That's how all these like little YouTubers and stuff do, man. Like they be, I know they're trying to get the views, but it's like for what? Like you causing more drama, like behind the scenes, like cool, you got your little views and stuff, but like it's the drama behind the scenes. Like you don't know what good. Like say if I said something about you, I'm gonna go to sleep. Now you got drama to deal with in the street because you had said something like it. For what? Like for what? That shit.
What the
it's
thing they
whack
say?
to me.
You chasing for clout.
It
You know what I mean?
is
You
for
want clout.
Everybody want clout, man.
I don't
That
want
shit
clout,
whack.
man. Just respect me for who I am. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Hey,
That's all. Like me. Like I don't. This your first time seeing me in how many years?
since high school.
Yeah. You might have heard shit, but you ain't seen me. Like man, I be hidden.
When you hit me with that podcast, I'm like, damn, boy, I ain't heard from this nigga in I don't know how long.
Yeah,
But
like-
shit, for sure.
Man, I stay hidden. Like
Yeah.
you could hear some stuff about me. Like, good luck finding me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, boy, I ain't know where you went.
yeah.
After high school, once I stopped going, I'm like, damn, shit, I ain't really hear from nobody.
Yeah, like
I turned to the streets.
yeah, man, I went hidden. Like I was just with him in the car show. Man, I was so bundled up. Man, I had a hood on. Like I don't want nobody know who the fuck I am. Like
Paparazzi.
yeah. Nah, not no paparazzi.
If this
This
podcast blows up, you're gonna have to worry about it.
Yeah. Now they gonna have to see me. But man, I stay hidden, man. Like I feel like that's the success for life. Like it's cool to get the clout, it's cool to get the
Attention.
fame and attention and stuff, yeah. But at the end of the time, it's like, man, sometimes you might get the wrong attention from some people you don't even want the attention from. They're like, oh, well, I know where he's at now. It's like,
Me personally, I ain't worried about nothing. You hear me?
hey,
Don't nobody. I mean, you know where I be. You know where I be. You know what I mean? I ain't hiding. I'm outside.
like I tell him, I let my nuts hang. So, hey, whatever happened out there, it's still up. It's still up.
Yeah. Taking it back to the music thing, like you said he started making music when he was 12, or that's when he got interested into music.
Yeah.
What kind of led you to that? Like, I want to do music.
What led me to doing the music is my big brother that passed away. That's who started me on the music. You know what I mean? It came from him because that's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it inspired me to go. My fault. But that's what inspired me to do the music. You know what I mean? Like all my big brothers was in the music and all.
How many brothers you got? I know you got a few of them.
Yeah, I got 8 brothers.
8.
Yeah, I got 5 on my mama's side and 3 on my daddy's side and 1 sister on my daddy's side too. So yeah,
Just one girl out of all of them?
one girl.
She the lucky child.
That's my baby too,
Yeah,
boy.
she got all the brothers behind her.
Hey, straight up.
Gorillas.
We ain't
Don't
playing
forget
out
that.
here.
Any of her boyfriends on here, don't forget, she got gorillas.
Straight thing.
Exactly. Can't even speak on here, but y'all know what we get.
All day.
That's a fact. So, yeah, getting back into the music. So, ABM, you've been running with that name for a minute. ABM.
Yeah, I've been running with ABM probably since about 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Was it ABM? So I know I'm looking back at 2011. So I don't know if it changed since I looked it up, but it was ABM Boys.
Yeah, I started a little group with my brothers, you know what I mean, the younger brothers, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I had put out a video and stuff at Hate or Love Us.
Yeah, that was a little CD we was gonna come out with, Hate Us or Love Us, you know what I mean. That's just
Did y'all end up dropping it or y'all didn't?
nah.
drop
It was just I created the cover and shit, you know what I mean, and it you know what I mean, didn't go to, but we wasn't always serious yet. We was just doing it because that was just something
I mean,
we
it's
loved, you
2011.
know what I mean.
You was young.
Yeah, I was real young in 2011.
this a lot of people don't get too is like y'all hearing him now, but man, I've been knowing you since hell. We've been knowing each other since we was
Oh, 05.
15, 14.
15,
Yeah.
05. I was 15 in 05, going
Yeah.
on 16. The tech life is what matters.
Yeah, Tech was dope too.
Yeah, I love tech, man. Even
Yeah.
though that was the hood school, but hey,
Hey, it was dope.
that was where to be at that time.
Exactly, yeah. And so as far as I've known him, hell, back on MySpace, back on Facebook, he's always been hustling the music. Like, always
Straight
been
up.
hustling the music. He always show his. He ain't had much back then, like computer, which you don't really need too much to get going. But he had his computer. He always had the vision for it. So he had his computer, a microphone, and he would try to cover the walls with some stuff
Straight thing. Started from the bottom, man. The basic studio,
from the bottom.
in-home studio.
and
I ain't have a big space. I was recording out of a closet. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
And if any rappers is listening to this, and I know a whole bunch are right now.
Straight up.
Y'all know the grind. You have a little space. You only got a little bit to work with. So I've seen it since we was kids. Every year, gradually grew. And what was that one I wanted to talk about? He had posted a picture in 2015.
Yeah.
It has 0 likes, 0 shares. It was his microphone, his headphones, in a corner of a wall. And he still made it work. Like, the grind never stops. Like, it never stops. Look at him now. He's doing shows.
All
Like,
day.
what was your last show you just did?
Last show I did was October 21st in Atlanta. That was the last show I did.
In Atlanta. So he went from that picture. Not saying that's the last picture I just looked at because it caught my eye. I'm like, man, he looked at, like, he had the vision since we was young. He had the vision. He knows the vision. And he took that. He never let anything stop him. He just kept hustling. He's like, maybe I ain't got shit. Like, maybe this is what I got. And he kept hustling it. He just did a show in Atlanta. Like,
Yeah, big show.
Indiana boy, too. So,
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
317, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
ABM Nasty, you know what I mean? I'm coming live. Coming
Yeah.
to y'all heavy. Y'all gonna hear me.
Yeah. This year, you blowing up hard. Like,
Yeah, I've been rocking this year.
yeah. And, like, I'll take one back. Your first, like, real performance was August 1st, 2020, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, it was last year. And there wasn't too many people. There wasn't even too many people in the crowd. Go watch the video. Go look it up.
Yeah,
Tell me he didn't rock that shit.
you can look it up under ABM Nasty on YouTube. You'll check all my information out, man. It's hot. Videos after videos,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Any
Where I came
promoters?
from.
Any promoters, like anybody, like look how he performed in front of a little bit of people. He put on the show by himself.
Yes,
Even
sir.
though I need to get your dancing down.
I mean, you
moves.
can't
He
get
be over there killing
you
it.
can't- You can't get the, you know what I mean?
I-
It's hard to get the
Hey.
wave. That's how you know when you riding the wave right there. You know what I mean? I call that wave riding because I'm riding this wave I'm on right now. It's
Hey,
big.
Hey, and I'm telling you, man, I literally think at the end, no, I take that back because the end of this year is about to be over. But I think 2022, I think this year.
Oh, yeah. I'm
I
going to flood
100%
it
feel that.
2022.
Yeah,
I'm
I
coming
feel
hard.
like we gonna hear you on the radio.
I'm definitely pushing
I feel
for
like
it.
that Heat song needs to be on the radio.
It's definitely going to get there. That's the single.
Yeah, that mug's a banger. It's a banger.
Yeah, right on. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
man. That's where I, you know what I mean? It started from that right there. You know what I mean? I did that in March. I took a little break because I was pushing on the first My Story so hard. You know what I mean? That was me going through what I was going through at my beginning stage. So, you know what I mean? I dropped it. I was pushing it. You know what I mean? I was chilling with my peoples. And what created that song was we was at my guy house. We was watching a fight. You know what I mean? And my team was like, shit, when you coming out with something else? You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, y'all know I've been pushing the, you know what I mean, the My Story. So that's where that song came from. So as we was having that conversation, I was thinking of what's next. So I explained all that in that song when it first come out.
All right, so we was just talking about the Heat, which is, I think is, like I said, a banger.
For sure.
What I wanted to say is, like, if there's any, like, young little upcoming rappers that's coming up, check his Facebook out. I think that's where you got most of your photos.
Yeah, that's where, I put a lot of stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, everything I do. You know what I mean? It's on Instagram too, but, you know what I mean? Facebook is where I get, that's the crowd that I get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When
That's
I go
where your
live.
audience is.
Yeah, when I go live on Instagram, you know what I mean? It don't pop like the
That's how
the
mine
lives on
is.
Facebook. You know what I mean? Like Facebook, I can get people to tune in. You know what I mean?
So anybody that's looking at this, like little young rappers, like anybody that's trying to come up in the game, add him on Facebook. What's your Facebook?
Facebook name is ABM Nasty.
So look that up. Scroll down through all his photos. Look at the hustle. Like this rap game is a hustle.
Yes, sir.
So you ain't gonna pop overnight. You've been doing this since what, 2011?
Yes, sir. It started way when I was 12. I did a song with my brothers. We was called Beachwood Soldiers. That's my neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's where I was born and raised at, right off of 30th in Arlington, Beachwood Apartments.
Oh yeah, you right.
Right across from Eastern Star.
Yeah.
Yes,
I know
sir.
right where you
That's where I was. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where that's my home. If you ask me where I'm from, I'll tell you. I'm from Beachwood.
Yeah. So look. I say look through his Facebook. Look at all his old photos. And look at
man.
he's always had a studio. He's always had a studio. He's always had a mic. Look at his progress from 2011 all the way up to now. Now he getting shows. He just did a show in Atlanta. Like, just because you have something small don't mean you can't make nothing big out of it. Might take time. Like, even like this podcast might take time.
Definitely.
Now you already doing shows. And look at the shows. Like, any promoters that's watching, if you watching, watch his shows. Tell me he don't put on a performance.
I'm gonna give you a show. You book me.
Yeah.
ABM Nasty.
Hey, and a good show. Like,
Give it to you hard, straight street shit, solid.
I be watching all your shit, and you be posting the stories and stuff. So I always watch it. Man, you be out there moving and grooving on that damn thing.
Yeah, man. That's the character that I'm in now. I'm a rapper, so you know what I mean.
Hey, and you do good. Like, there only be no. There might be 6 people in front of you, but you performing like you got 30,000 people in front of you, and that's how you gotta. That's how you gotta do it.
That's my job. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's how you gotta do it.
I'm taking rapping as my job. That's
Yeah.
my full-time
Yeah.
job. I had 3. I failed at 2.
Yeah, hey. And one's about to succeed.
Yeah, I'm
telling
pushing
you, I
this
think you about
music to the
blow,
limit.
bro.
Yeah,
I
man.
guarantee you, I think you
I
about
gotta
to blow.
keep. That's why the new CD on December 5th that's dropping. That's why it's called Hard Work and Dedication.
And if you look at it, like I'll go back again. Look at his Facebook. You gonna see this goddamn hard work. Look at him now.
Yeah,
The
dedicated.
dedication.
I got jewelry,
he-
got ice.
Look at him.
Hey,
I
I
ain't
came
got
a
no
long
goddamn
way.
jewelry. I put a watch on to try to keep
Yeah.
up with him.
You ain't had to do all that though, baby.
I was trying to put my old goals in. That didn't work.
I know where you came from, so you know where we at. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's a fact.
Hey, back in the day, you was shining. What was I doing?
Yeah, now they ain't shining.
Hey,
too
I
much.
wasn't shining too hard back in the day. You feel me?
Hey, everybody's at an uphill battle. Everybody's trying to get to the top, but
Yeah.
you might be a little ahead of somebody. Maybe you're tripping, you fall back down to the bottom. But as long as you keep that grind going, fuck it.
I don't see myself going back to the bottom. I've been there too long.
The That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm telling you, man, listen to this part right now. This time next year, he gonna be on the radio. I guarantee that. There ain't no way you ain't gonna be on the radio. I want that Heat song to be on there because that mug's a
I'm
banger.
definitely pushing that. They gotta get there.
Yeah,
If don't no song get there, we gonna make sure Heat get there.
Man, I showed my daughter it. We was driving in my car, and I like listen. I never listen to music, but that song caught my attention.
Yeah,
little kids these days, they want to look at
the
views.
little kids
and,
know the hits.
Yeah, they look at views and stuff. She was like, she loved the song, and she was like, why does he have more views than this? I was like, give it time, he gonna get them. Guarantee. That's a fact.
It's on his way.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Heat is what Heat describe who I am. You know what I mean?
That mug is a banger.
Cause Heat gonna tell you where I came from and where I am now.
Yeah. Hey, and it's gonna be up from here.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact.
I feel it.
That's a fact.
They say you feel it in your bones when time coming, man.
Hey,
I feel it
right
now.
here. Like if I could put all my money on it, I'd put it on.
And that's one thing I'm doing. I'm betting all my money on it.
Hey, that's the only way you can get to the top. Like a lot of little dudes, they'll put some stuff out, but they'll put out a mediocre video or something like that.
Yeah.
The video you shot with it, that mug was a banger. Like I don't know who you had shoot it, but he did a good job on that.
Shout out to Baby Vision. That's my video man. My
Baby
cousin.
Vision? Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Y'all want him, go look him up on Facebook, Instagram, you know what I mean? Devin Price on Facebook, you know what I mean? And he'll get you together, man, no lie.
Yeah, he killed that video.
Yeah, you probably know him too. He went to school with us.
I'd have to see him. I mean, it'd be hard for me to like picture people, like name wise.
Yeah, that's how I am. I know the name, but I gotta see the face. You know what I mean?
I have to see the picture.
If I see you, I know exactly who you is. But you know what I mean? He was there when we was there our freshman year, so you know exactly who he is if you probably see him. He stayed in the Treadwell.
Oh yeah, that's where we was at.
Yeah, Treadwell was your thing. You know what I mean? That's
all
where you was at. Yeah, so you know what I mean? You know
me and
who
my
he
wife
is.
over there. I know you remember.
What's up?
I remember what?
You remember me? Yeah.
From where?
I went to Tech.
I've been with her since I was at Tech.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Hey,
That's real thing. That's real deal Holyfield, man.
Hey, hell yeah.
Yeah, I respect shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that lingo, real deal Holyfield. Check it out. You feel me? Fuck with my dog, or don't fuck with me at all. You know the motto, man.
Yeah. That's a fact.
We out here.
So, I was about to say something about her. I'm gonna switch the topic real quick. So, you had some downsides to your life.
Yeah.
Trying to think of how to word it, cause I'm trying to read this at the same time. So, like, since you've been coming up, like, what I asked you that first. What's been some downsides since you've been, like, you seen your success right now?
My downsides been, you know what I mean? I lost my brother, you know what I mean, in 2017 in September. You know what I mean? I was married at one point in time, too.
You was married?
Yeah, I was married.
Oh, damn. When would you get married?
I got married in 2017, March 18th.
Damn, you was young.
Yeah. What's that, 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
2007, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That was one of the roughest times of my life right there. Because, you know what I mean?
The divorce part?
I ain't fully all the way divorced yet, but we going through it right now, though. So, you know what I mean?
Y'all both on good terms?
Nah, we don't even speak at all.
Nah. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that, you know what I mean? And losing my brother to the streets. You know what I mean?
He was, cause Cause you know me, I knew Johnny.
I was just trying to figure. I was just talking to Lister for earlier today. Like, man, how the hell do Manny know Johnny?
Yeah.
Because when you hit me with it, it threw me off. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, no.
Like,
You gotta think I used to play
I'm
with
like-
Johnny at Willow Park, and then he would come
On
to our
Washington?
yeah, and then he would come to our games at Tech. He was out there talking
Yeah,
shit.
I know he came to the games
Yeah.
at Tech. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
same thing Lister told me too. That
Yeah,
same
he
thing
would come to
told
the
me.
games,
He said, man,
and then I would play him. I played with him at the park, and I'll tell a dumb little story. This was when we were in high school. He was Johnny was trying to fight this white dude. So, you know how he is. You know he hot headed.
yeah,
So-
that's big, bro.
My ass tried to intervene, and I already knew he was on, but I was trying to say the white boy.
You was trying to save him.
I was trying to save you. Hey, bro, Johnny flipped it on me. He was like, I got to picture my words right, but he was like, well then, bump up for him then. I'm like, hold on, you trying to fight me now? I was like, I'm trying to save him. Like, I'm trying to stop both of y'all confrontations.
Yeah, that's big, bro, man. He
Hey.
was high headed, man.
High-headed, bro.
That's my dog, man. That's who.
Hey.
I mean, when you say you look up to somebody, you know what I mean. That man right there showed me a lot. You know what I mean. All of us. He was the oldest out of all of us.
Yeah, he man, I don't remember. Well, shit, it's back in the day, so if I say it, it ain't gonna get neither one of us in trouble. But I don't know if it was you or I don't know if it was Listerford. But they had put me on to the they had said y'all was looking through his CDs or at the time. He had the CD case, but it was a scale. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And man, I went went and bought one quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, that's where it was at though, man. Hey, that's part of my story too. You know what I mean? That's what some people really ain't gonna understand. When you listen to my music, I was never in the streets.
Nah.
Like, I ain't never touched dope, weed, pills, none of that. You know what I mean? But I've been around it. So that's why I rap about it so much. You know what I mean? I was there. You know what I mean? I seen it. I could have did it, but, you know what I mean? My brothers told me basketball was the choice, or football. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's where I was at. Basketball and footballs. You know what I mean? My big brothers, they...
Hey, and that's a good thing too, man. And if any of you young dudes listen to this, listen to your OGs, your older people, like, that's a good thing. They push you away from it, cause that ain't the lifestyle to live. Me, I always wanted what everybody else had, but I wanted to double they stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why
For sure.
I jumped in the field early, and I had accumulated a lot. But look about it now, like I ain't got crap.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what I mean? That's just where it was. We was in the hood. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you exposed to the hood, what do you expect?
yeah,
You know what I mean? Hood life.
yeah, and I wish like a lot of the dudes, man, I don't feel like a lot of. I had a dude at work the other day call me an OG. I'm like, man, motherfucker, I'm 31 years old. I ain't no goddamn OG. Like,
I mean, you OG because of what it is now. They say you OG after 25. You make it to 25, you consider the OG.
hey, to be honest, man, I didn't think I was gonna hit 21. To be honest with you, I never thought I'd see an ocean. That's why I took her back. That's why I did our proposal at. I never thought I'd see an ocean. So I surpassed a lot of stuff that
I mean, a lot of people.
I didn't think I was gonna make it past. You know what I mean?
But it was probably because of the area you was living in. You felt like you was living in the hood. You know what I mean?
I've
That
always
you was
been.
involved in the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most people living in the hood don't make it to see 25.
Yeah, I've always been there. Like I said, I didn't think I was gonna see 21. So making it past 21, then
I think everybody had that dream that they wasn't gonna make it just because of the people they was hanging and
with,
dealing with.
yeah.
You know what I mean? The people you deal with get you in a lot of trouble. That's where most of your trouble come from.
yeah, a lot
Wrong
of people-
place, wrong time. You know what I mean? You wouldn't
Yeah.
have been there if you was on your own.
Yeah, that
You know
or
what I mean?
you try to help out in the situation, then now you stuck because you done helped out in the
sometimes
situation.
that fall on you.
Yeah,
They get out. You don't want to get hammered for it.
yeah. Luckily, knock on wood,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nothing, nothing surpassed that. Let's say that.
Yeah, I've been on the beach plenty of times though.
Yeah, man, man. I'm telling you, when I reached, what's your first beach you went to?
My first what?
Your first beach, like the
Beach.
Yeah.
I think it was Daytona. It was in Florida. It was the first beach I went to. We went to Daytona.
Mine was Cocoa Beach in Florida, which is a trash beach to go to, but man, I was so happy just to see the beach.
It's relievable.
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared of water.
Really?
Hell fucking yeah.
Ah, man,
I don't deal with water.
I'm
but
that dumbass you
I
see.
made
like,
it to that beach. I went in that bitch though.
You go in there?
Neck deep.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean? I was in there. Now I wasn't jumping trying to catch the waves like everybody else, but I was in that motherfucking water though. No lie though. Straight thing. I had to.
Hey, I'm that dummy you see like you're like, what the hell is he doing way out there?
Nah,
Like,
I ain't going. If I can't stand up in it, I ain't going.
you
know what I mean?
You can't swim at all.
Hell no, I can't
well, I
swim.
swim
I
like a
can
fish.
swim, but I can't swim. You know what I mean? I know how to stay on top of the water. But after my body get tired, you might see me sink. So if I don't touch land by the time, if I don't stand up, by the time I'm
Hey,
trying
I
to get
swim
away,
I swim like a fish.
yeah, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't. Swimming ain't my thing. You know what I mean? Though I had swimming classes, but
It be a lot of people, and like I keep saying, like I keep looking at this damn camera,
yeah.
and I shouldn't be looking at it, but like any young people, like if there's any young people watching this, like look for better things, like look for like stuff we doing, like go see the beach, like look forward to vacations, like
Yeah.
the street stuff, man. That stuff for the
It's gonna
birds.
always be there.
It'll be there, but it's for bums. Like, man, that's stuff
Definitely.
For bums. Like everybody I hung around with, they either murdered, dead,
I got a lot of those.
in jail,
That
or
too.
they in federal. Like
We tipped over. He didn't tell me we dropped.
the
Dropped.
it turned off.
Oh, God. Ain't that a bitch? That's cool. We in the game. Yeah, it's dead. Charge it.
Charger right there.
It's cool. It gave him enough to hear. It's probably gone because it was on Facebook, so I ain't get to save it. But that's where y'all come in at. You know what I mean? That's the purpose of this video.
Yeah, this gonna be on there for a fact. We might have to edit the last little bit of part out, but
All right, right on.
yeah, like
Charge out the club.
Definitely hitting that street life, man. Hey, I gotta show these diamonds. I gotta let them dance for the light. You feel me?
yeah, I mean, I should have asked you to let me borrow one for this.
Feel free. See what the top one say.
You have an ABM chain?
Oh yeah, I got an
Who did your ABM chain?
I ordered it off this place offline. It's an online jewelry dude that do it. You know what I mean? That's where both of my jewelry came from. You know what I mean?
And you see him dancing. Don't act like you don't see him
Yeah,
dancing.
they hit hard. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker up top is dope. I like how you got
ABM is who I am.
every like,
Everybody eats. That's what this one say. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you messing with me, we gonna eat.
you got
You know what I mean?
golds or golds. Goddamn. You got gold, white gold, and my favorite rose gold.
Yeah.
Motherfucker
Had
is
to
dope.
put them all on there, man.
Yeah,
That's
that motherfucker dope.
it's a life. You know what I mean? I came from came from nothing to something.
Yeah, and that's a fact. Like, man, that's where. Is this still recording?
Yeah, he still. I don't think he hit stop.
Oh, it's still going. Okay. Yeah, like that's where everybody want to be at. Like, they see this they see the lifestyle. Like take for a rapper, or for instance, they see where they're at. And they might talk about some gun violence,
Yeah.
some shit they ain't even doing in the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and nah, you know what I mean? They probably did. You know what I mean? I believe every rapper that tell that street life story, they was there. You know what I mean? Even if it was them or wasn't them, that's just like, you know what I mean? If
It's a narrative.
yeah, if me and you was out there, but you know what I mean, you was my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we
or
gonna
if
lay
I
some
was
shit
your
down.
guy, you know what I mean, and I bust a move, but you was there with me, or I came back and told you because you was my guy. We hung up. We was 6, 7 deep. We hung out every day. You could speak on that because you was there.
Yeah, I wouldn't speak on it
But
though.
I mean, but you know what I mean. That's just like
My shit.
yeah. But when the rappers rap about that, I believe some of it is true, but I believe some of it is fake.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
I feel like these, like going off of what you just said, like I feel like a lot of these little young dudes that's coming up in the game, they be believing that stuff, and
Until it get real.
until get real, like you think you want to be in the field until you do some stuff in the field, you can't go to sleep at night. Then you get caught, and then you start blabbing that mouth. Cause
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think like, man, you do some stuff, it's hard to sleep at night, and
Straight up.
you ain't got that conscience. It's like you.
Yeah, that's why I said you was just there, but you trying to.
Yeah.
Some people, you know what I mean. But
Even if they was there, I don't think they.
I mean,
a
but
lot of them ain't got that conscience.
sometimes, yeah, you don't have the conscience to be real, to be for real. Don't nobody know what they would do. Like me personally, I don't say I body somebody, but if I got put in that situation, it's going down. I gotta get back to mine. You know
That's
what I mean?
a fact.
You know
That's
what
a
I
fact.
mean?
Cause it's me against you.
Yeah, and if I get the ups, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we're gonna fight it how we gonna fight it, but I got to get back to mine. I can't leave mine.
Yeah,
And
that's a fact. I feel like these little dudes that's coming up, they look at that shit and they be thinking, oh, this, he's talking about it, I'll do it.
Yeah, because they do it just to try to get the
Try
clout.
to
That's
get
where the
that
clout part
Yeah,
come in. You
that's
know
a
what I
fact.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I would never just go out here and just do anything. Like, I
Yeah.
have to be protecting mine for me to
Yeah.
go out here and.
I feel like
do
they.
anything.
I just watched one today. You ever watch EOS
Mm-mm.
on YouTube? It's called it's end of sentence, but it's abbreviated EOS. It was showing this little white dude. He was 16, maybe 16, give or take. He's in a hotel, and he's throwing up all these he was throwing up all these GD gang signs, throwing up the forks and shit, and he's a white dude. This older black man was I think he was a security guard if I'm not mistaken, and he was on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. He was on something live,
Yeah.
and so he throwing all this shit up, trying to be gangster. Dude asked him turn his music down on his phone, and while he was talking to the man, he said a little bit. Dude went to walk away. He turned to his phone, pulled out a pistol. Now he gangster. When he was, talking to him, he wasn't gangster.
Yeah.
But the man turned his back, went to walk away, shot the man. Then they ended up finding him. Like, he was so hardcore gangster, he shot the man, killed him, and then went and killed himself. It's like, what? Like, this all could have been avoided. Like, you didn't have to lose your life. This man definitely didn't have to lose his life. And it's like, for what? Because you want to be gangster?
Yeah, that's what it is. Most kids that do crimes to me is trying to prove themselves to somebody else. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but he ended up at the end of the day, he still looks like a pussy. Like
Yeah, because he took
he wasn't-
himself
he
at the
wasn't-
end.
Yeah, he wasn't take himself.
Because he wasn't really ready for that life.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do that time.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what I
you
mean?
could just went and just killed yourself.
That's why I said I wouldn't put myself in that position unless
Yeah.
I really, really had to.
Yeah, that's
You know
a
what I
fact.
mean? And that's what I explain in most of my music. You might hear me talking about, you know what I mean, I pull up on a buzz, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But I'm not in them situations. But if I
Yeah.
did have to get back home to mine, it's going down. That's what
I'm
the
gonna take my
game
life.
change.
That's definitely a game changer.
Like, I can't let you take me from mine.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, I got to get back to mine.
Yeah, that's a fact. By
If we fight in
any
the club,
means.
yeah, any means. If we fight in the club, we duke it out in this club. Go home, go on by your business.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if I gotta bite your ear off. long as I'm getting back,
I gotta get to mine.
Yeah.
That's
you
what
can
I
catch
live
me
by
later,
every day.
but your ear gone. I don't give a
I
fuck.
got to get back to mine. If we bump, we get put outside. You leave me alone.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? I ain't. I get that chance to stand on it. I'm getting back to mine.
So what? So once you blow up next year, I'm telling you that blow up gonna be big next year. I guarantee.
I'm ready for it. I've been praying on it lately, man. I'm ready for the big
Hey,
shot.
them prayers gonna come true, 100%.
They say that. You know what I mean?
We gonna knock on that.
Yeah, speak it into existence.
I told you if I'd bet all my money on it. You gonna blow up next year.
That's what I'm doing. I'm betting every dollar I got in my system on it.
Hey,
Even though the battles I'm fighting, you know what I mean?
hey, you gotta bet. I mean, shit. Sometimes all battles are good battles. Like even though at the time it might seem sucky, but you gonna learn
Yeah.
from that battle. I guarantee.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, what do you think you'll do different once you gonna blow up? So once you blow up, what do you think you're gonna do different? You gonna be the type of person to have a lot of people around at your shows, or
I mean, I go by, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Don't try to fuck with me when you see my wave riding. Like,
and that's why I was telling him on this damn podcast.
if you couldn't support me when I was going for this grind,
That's a fact.
I don't want your support when I make it. Because you feel like I need to hand you something.
Man, I have told so many people. I was like, man, they kept talking about doing a podcast. I kept telling them the whole time. I'm like, man, I can link you up with this person, this person, this person. Because, you know me, I know a lot of people. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I can put you in this position. But I'm trying to help them. Like, this ain't helping me. I'm just going to put you in a position.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
all, nah. Well, now I start this. Now everybody trying to hop on the wave. Oh, bro, you know, we should do our like, oh, bro.
Nah,
like,
it wasn't a we when I started it.
It's
I
like, I
started
didn't
it-
even want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
but you wasn't taking the steps. So I was like, fuck it, I just do it myself.
I love all my people, but I've been in that stage. You know what I mean? You might
Yeah.
not. When you going back in your notes, all them back in the day raps, I was in a group. I wasn't ever by myself. Now I'm solo. I'm by myself.
And
That's why
music dope.
ABM Nasty is me. Like
Yeah.
in 2011, you know what I mean? I think we was it had that hater or lovers, but I think we was going by I think we was Beachwood Soldiers at that time. That was Lester.
I think you are right about that.
That was
Because I was looking deep.
that was Lester, you know what I mean, and my little brother Montez, you know what I mean.
Lester for rapper?
He was rapping at that time when we first started, but now he ain't.
He
you
ain't
know
really
what I mean?
messing with it. What's he doing right now?
He working and taking care of his kids, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was gonna pull
Shout
up
out to
with me.
Lister.
He was gonna pull up, but I think he said he had to go to work.
Oh, he got that late night shift.
Yeah, he doing 2 of them right now.
Whew. I can't do that late night shift.
Hey,
I do that early morning shift though. That shit suck too.
I tell my bro all the time, boy, 2 jobs for 2 people. I ain't working 2 jobs. Hey, my second job is what I do, the studio.
The hard part about working is I know I can make like my monthly salary. I know I can make that in like 2 days. But it goes back to that I don't want to mess with the system. Like,
Yeah, that
there's no sense of me to leave. Like, I ain't got much, but I got a little bit. There's no
hey,
sense
this a
of me
big
leaving.
step right here.
It's no sense of me leaving.
Podcast is big.
Hey, we trying to blow it up, man.
Podcast is big, man. You doing something like that's what people say. Invest in something. You know what I mean? Because you know where you came from.
Yeah,
You know where it led you.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Not everybody's doing it.
Now take your time out of what led you wrong to what's gonna lead you to doing something else. That's why I go to work. If I sat at home, I probably would have been that guy out here robbing somebody, selling drugs. You know what I mean? Because you just at home all day. You ain't got no life.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
somebody go to work. That's serious. That's why I get up every day and bust my ass. I go to work and bust my ass. I work.
Yeah, that's like me. Like I drink a bit. You know, I drink quite a bit, but there ain't been no time where they can ever say you drunk so much you couldn't even go to work the next day. I always get up, go to work, bust
Straight
my
up.
ass.
That's why I'm here. I'm about to hit the club, 7:30 in the morning. I'll be there.
You doing a show tonight?
Nah, I'm just doing just showing up. Female artist that be in the fusion with us. It's her birthday this weekend, so you know what I mean. She asked me if I wanted to come to her little birthday bash she doing up there. I told her I'd step out.
Which one you said it's at?
Fusion on Washington Street.
Bet. It be wild up there.
It'd be a nice little crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I be hate being in them crowds, man.
That's why if I'm stepping out, I'm in the VIP area. I don't hit the floor unless I want to. That's just walking to the bar. But you gonna see me in my privacy little area. That's how I step. I ain't that crowd guy no more.
Yeah, I hate being in the crowd because, like I always said, I know this podcast probably heard me say it multiple times, but I done did so much dumbass shit. I don't know who in that crowd.
Yeah, that's why I don't go in the crowd. Like
now, nobody want to fight no more. So it's like, if you want to fight, all right, let's rumble.
I mean, most of the time we could duke it up in this club,
Yeah.
but that's why I go by. That's why I just
But
said.
they don't do that no more.
But
See?
you can fight in the club. It's the outside situation is where it goes.
Yeah.
That's why I told you.
Going back to that core.
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
gotta get to my situation, I don't want to do it. But if I have to, we could bump in this club all goddamn day. I'm not tripping. We get outside, you go your way, I'm gonna go mine.
Yeah, a lot of people don't leave it alone though.
And I want to leave last.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So,
Yeah.
cause knowing me, I'm gonna let you drive off and go to where you need to go. I ain't gonna follow you. That's why I say, you know what I mean? If I gotta get back to mine. I ain't really got no beef out here, but if we beef in the club and shit hits where it hits, I gotta get back to mine. So I'm gonna go to the car and stand.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be out there. Cause
Like
me,
I love the outside life. The outside life is you need that. That's like fresh air.
it's fresh air.
Like,
But
you
me,
need it.
I'm the one of them people that I don't let shit go. So, like, I'm like it's always up there.
It is. It's up
Yeah.
there with me too, but
Yeah.
I gotta get back to mine. But I'm not gonna be the aggressive one. You feel me? Yeah, we could duke it out in this club all day, win, lose, or draw. But outside,
Man, that's my motto. I'm glad you said that. Win, lose, or draw. One of us gonna win, but shit. As long as we
outside
walk
is
away,
outside is when the story changes.
yeah, that's the hard part of
Because
it.
I'm a cool guy, so I will let you drive off if we fought in the club or somewhere, or we fought in the gas station. I'll let you drive off. And bye. I ain't worried about you. My shit gonna continue because I got something to live for.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of these little dudes,
most
they,
people ain't got nothing to live for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't got kids. Motherfuckers ain't worried about nothing. Motherfuckers just.
a lot of people ain't got really too much shit to live for, really.
That's why them be the ones that do the
the
dumb
shit.
shit. You know what I mean?
And then
They feel like they ain't got nothing to live for, but if they really look at it and thought about it,
yeah,
really
now
do got
they
something to live
spending
for.
their whole life in penitentiary now.
yeah.
They having, you got 3 hots in the cot. Then you gonna hustle for some soups. If your family send you some money for some commissary, that's cool. But it's like this is all you got to live for.
But
like
when you go, but most people that's really out there like that, what do they really have though? Like, what's one thing could change that person's life out there? What they really had?
man, it depends what they in at the time.
Everybody got kids, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, some people will go do
A
a
lot of them
bid
got kids that
and
man,
got
they
5
don't-
kids out here. They got baby mamas. They
Yeah,
got 2 and 3 kids out here. That's
yeah,
something
they
to
don't be
live
caring
for.
about it.
But they don't care about them. But
Yeah.
you got something to live for.
Yeah, they don't be caring
Kids
about
is something to live for. I don't want my kids thinking of me as some deadbeat, all my daddy locked up, or
it. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
That's why I don't get back into it because I want my daughter. Like, I never want to go. I don't even want to do a fucking day in jail.
I
So-
hate it doing the motherfucking what they call it, the little fingerprint and shit when they lock
Yeah.
you up.
Oh yeah, they definitely
Man,
gonna
you
get you
just
on
in
that.
there for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I ain't like that.
And
When I
you
went in
stuck
there,
like Chuck.
man, when I went in there my first time, I ain't like it.
Yeah, that. Like, I don't want to go away. I don't want to go away for a day, let alone a week, any of that shit. Cause there ain't no sense in it. Like,
Yeah.
but let's hop off this part. Is the camera good?
You're good.
Good. We gonna hop into. Let me see where I was at. Oh, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gonna hop into Johnny. Might have to edit this little part that I'm talking about while I'm explaining it, but yeah. So you lost your brother in 2000 September 2017,
Yep. 2 days before his birthday.
and I think that might have been the last murder of the year. I think.
Yeah, it definitely was. Yep.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Cause my employee at the furniture, I used to work at this furniture place, so one of my employees was there, and he had said some dude had got shot, and then I had seen Johnny's video. He had posted a video right before it.
Yeah, him in the club. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the club with my other big brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had told me, he had seen the guy. He didn't know who the guy was. And come to find out, it was Johnny.
Yeah.
I bet that was a hard pill to. Is Johnny the oldest brother?
Yeah, that's the oldest one.
He's the
out
oldest
of
one?
6. Yep.
How'd you take that? I mean, that's a dumbass question, but how'd you feel about that? I ain't trying to bring up no.
You good? You good? That's what we here for. You know what I mean? It was heartbreaking. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I feel like that was like I felt like it was how people feel like, you know what I mean, if you ever lost your mama. You know what I mean? That pill everybody swallow with that, I don't know what to do without my mama. You know what I mean? Or if
Yeah.
I lose my mama, that's, you know what I mean, that was a hard hit because that's what it felt like. You know what I mean? And that he was taken from me instead of
Yeah.
just leaving me. You know what I mean? So, but that's another reason why my music is so deep now too, though.
Yeah. And it's showing. That's why that shit's so dope right now.
For sure.
But not for a good reason either. Because I feel like Johnny should still be here. He should be right here.
Definitely.
Yeah, he should be right next
But
to you.
If you ever
Like, that's my little bro. That's
for
hype
real
him
though,
up.
but he is here though. If you ever watch that movie 6 Man, you know,
Yeah.
have you ever seen the movie
Yeah.
6 Man?
Yeah.
That's who he is now. He here no matter what. He's standing right here beside me. You know what I mean? I feel his touch all the time. You know what I mean? That's why I put it in one of my songs.
So when like you feel like it like when you write your lyric,
Yeah,
you write
all
them
my
down,
music is written. I don't freestyle nothing.
you don't freestyle it. So you like when you feel like you in the booth, you feel like he in there with you.
He definitely
Like,
in
"Look,
there
bro,
with me.
do-
You know
do
what I mean?
this.
Yeah,
Like,
he
do
the
this
one
little
told me to
touch."
go before we left. You know what I mean?
That's-
He supposed they came down there the weekend that it happened. You know what I mean? Because I was recording his music. You know what I mean? He got a CD out too. It's on Audio Max. Braided by the Game.
I know Audio Mac is. It's an old one.
Yeah, I dropped it on Audio Mac.
That's
Audio Mac?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that? You said it inspires you to make deeper music. Like, do you think that is part of the reason your next project will be? Like, what is your next project?
I ain't really thought of my next project after that one. I just know I'm doing a lot of features on the next project. Like,
You got a lot of people looking out for you. Like, oh, hop on this track.
yeah, I got that. You know what I mean? I got it from family, friends. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like yeah, everybody been reaching out like, let's work. Definitely the people in the fusion. You know what I mean? They see that they like what my music is my style. So they like, let's do a feat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you better get them while you can, cause next year
It's gonna be hard to book.
that price is going up,
and I don't even have a price right now.
and that price is going up next year.
Like, you call me right now to do a song, I do it for the city. It ain't even the price.
This year, cause you showing love. Next year, that price going up.
I mean, I'm still trying to make a buzz. You know what I mean?
Hey, you gonna? I'm telling you, I'm telling you in my heart. I tell you, I bet all my money on it. Next year,
But I mean, I love my city. You know what I mean? I love
Hey.
Nap. So anybody from Nap that if I feel like I'm above you, you know what I mean? If I feel like you looking up to me and you want to see how I got to where I got, it's a donation to me. Give me what you want to give me.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
you know
that's
not
a
to
fact.
lowball me.
Hey, and listen to it right now while he's saying it. This is his very first podcast. Remember right now when he said that, cause he going up, and I think you're gonna put Nap on the map.
I'm working hard to get there. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
I think
I'm
you
going
got it,
hard
man.
to get
I
there.
I think you got it, brother.
You know what I mean? I got the mobile booth. I got the studio. Like, all my stuff come from me. I do it all. I don't go to nobody else to record me.
Do you have a home studio?
Yeah, I got a home studio and I got a mobile studio. If you want to drop something tomorrow, I could pull up. I got the equipment.
Pull up on him in the mobile.
I pull up on them in the mobile. We get it cracking. I'm going to hook it up in your dining room.
You do your beats and stuff too.
Yeah, I make beats too. But
Yeah.
the beats that I've been rapping on, like the new CD, all them is internet beats. Because I felt like trying to write and make the beat and make a process longer.
A lot longer.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to make it way longer because now I got to make my beat first and then think of what I'm going to say or how I'm going to approach it.
Yeah, man, I used to be in the studio with. I ain't never rap, but I used to be in the studio with people, and they would do the beats,
Yeah.
then write the lyrics. Some people write the lyrics. Some people just try to go off the dome, but they off the dome stuff was kind of
It's
whack.
trash to me because
Yeah.
it feel like you repeat. Like, I don't go off the dome.
Yeah, the off the dome, but all the ones I heard in person is whack.
Yeah,
But-
the local ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it
But the
was-
people in the rap game,
uh,
some of them ones off the dome be dope.
Man, I was in the. I've been to booth some people.
Yeah, but that's what. Everybody got the potential. You know what I mean? Everybody can do it. It's who in front of you that's gonna make you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like I tell, like I ain't recorded a lot of people before. You know what I mean? I got a couple artists too that I put work in for. You know what I mean? When they come to me talking about, oh, I'm a freestyle on this one, bro. Alright, but you know what I mean?
Turn out whack.
Nah, it be good stuff, but you could have made it way better if you wrote it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Put more thought into it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people just be trying to like. It's like finagling the system. Like you just trying to like rush the product
Trying
out.
to get something out.
Yeah. Or some of my people, they be like some of my little, you know what I mean, my artists is that, you know what I mean, y'all see them here, I'll bring them here one day. You know what I mean, that they want to, it's called punch-ins. Yeah, you still writing it. Like I tell them all the time. You know what I mean, you still writing it, but you ain't writing it. Yeah, even though I'm hitting this record button, but you gonna spit a couple bars and stop.
And then they're gonna punch
And
in
you have to
again,
punch back
and
in.
then
You waiting
stop,
on you to
and then
think of
punch
your
in
next
again.
couple lines when you could have just sat at home and wrote all this on this piece
Yep,
of paper.
knocked it all out.
And then we
It's
could have
like Jay.
came in here
Even though
and knocked it out.
Jay Z don't write nothing down.
Yeah, but that's why I believe how he do it. Like Jay-Z, him and Lil Wayne say they freestyle, but nah, y'all really writing y'all stuff because y'all will say a couple bars and then stop. And then you would tell the
Yeah,
engineer
hold it off a little
to
bit.
play it, let you hear it, let you think of, you thinking as you hearing your first two bars, you thinking of what's next to come.
You know who Blind Fury is?
Nah, I ain't never heard of him.
Blind Fury? You never heard Blind Fury?
I'm going to check him out after I leave here. I will go
he's
check
a
him
blind
out
man.
tomorrow.
He was on 106 in Park. You know how they used to do the
Yeah, I remember the 106.
Yeah, he won it all. He's a blind man, so like you know,
I probably gotta go look it up though. I probably have seen him, but you know,
he nasty
like I
with it.
said, I'm more of a face recognition
Yeah.
than by the name. You know what I
He-
mean?
I thought he was mixed with black and white, but he actually a white dude. But he looked like he black, like he looked like he mixed, but you know he blind, so dude, he'll spit some stuff off.
I mean, I
and
used to
it's
watch
so
that.
dope.
I used to, so I probably have heard of him or seen him because I used to watch that 106 in Park when they bring everybody to the basement and shit.
You know they bring the basement back.
I
And
might
with
be on it
Tigger.
one day.
Hey, that's a fact.
Yes, sir.
What made you come up with the mobile studio? You feel like it's easier to reach more people
It was.
instead of them like coming to your crib? You be like, man, I'll
Yeah,
just
that's
pull
what
up
that's
on you.
really for, the mobile studio. But my studio is really most likely, I really use it for me. But I know, yeah, it's personal. But I know everybody always talking about, man, I wish I had a studio to go to.
Yeah.
Where the studio at? Oh, the studio's too high.
And a lot,
You know what
they
I
be
mean?
taxing.
Yeah,
a lot of
I mean,
studios
most
is
studios
taxing.
charge you by the hour.
The
Yeah.
hour, yeah.
You know what I mean, I'm not gonna charge you by the hour. I'm giving you a flat $60. So if
Yeah.
you give me $60, if it take us 5 hours,
That's the whole session. $60 for the
So
$60.
any upcoming rappers, how do they get to you to get your mobile studio? Cause you're gonna pull up on them wherever they at.
Yeah, you can look me up on YouTube, or you can look me up on Instagram or Facebook under ABM Nasty. It doesn't matter how you spell it, it's gonna pop up. But Instagram is exactly how it sounds. ABM underscore NASTY.
So they just have to like basically DM you like, hey,
Yeah.
I want to record a song.
If you send me a friend request on Instagram or Facebook, all that information is on there. My personal phone number, you know what I mean? That's definitely on there, because I'm really trying to be serious about my work. So if you want to record, then you can find me on one of them social sites. Hit me up. I answer all DMs. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the process of recording another artist?
I love that process. Practice make perfect.
And it's
So,
always like unexpected because you don't know who you're working with. So it's
yeah, that too.
mhm.
But you know what I mean? It's best that that's the only way you'll brand yourself.
Yeah, you can learn from each individual artist to how you're always going to be open to working with whatever comes your way, basically.
Yeah.
You-
Definitely.
You gotta respect the hustle too, cause it's like, if he's pulling up on you, like he's charging, what'd you say, $60
60 a song.
for the song, the whole song. And he's not putting no limit on it, so it's a song. You could go in there, if you got whack ass lyrics, he's still gonna make it sound good.
Definitely.
Listen to his music, like everything he makes.
Oh, you go back
sound
to 2000.
pristine.
If you go back to 2011, that shit sound horrible to me now. All that
that's
music
what
from
you
back
start.
then,
Look
that
at all your
sounds
stuff
horrible
now.
Was your
to me
music
now.
always self-engineered, or did you ever like
Yeah,
go
I don't think he
through-
lets nobody else
uh,
touch his stuff.
the only other person I let touch my music,
You let somebody else touch it?
yeah, that's who really got me going. His name is Beefy. You know what I mean?
Beefy?
My
He's
brother
an
was in a
engineer?
yeah, my brother was in a group with him. They
Mhm.
started their own little stuff. I think I used to go down to his studio. I think it was on Oxford or something, but it was one of my brothers and best friends, because that's who recorded their music. That's who made me want to start producing, because he built his own studio.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
He been doing this.
You know what I
been
mean?
building studios
And-
since 2011.
You know what I mean? And yeah, because that's who my big brother used to go to. So they had their own thing. They was called FBJ.
That's why, like, man, 60 is. I think you're selling yourself short, man.
I mean, a lot of people say that, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Who am I?
But that makes him more
you
accessible.
somebody
because
though.
I mean, I'm somebody, but who really knows me? If you go outside, if you walk to 10 people and ask them, do you know ABM Nasty or do you know a Jarrell? They going to tell you no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
why would I overcharge you for something that I'm really ain't at? You know what I mean?
but you're gonna put more work in than them going to pay $150 an hour.
I'm definitely going to put that work in to
Yeah.
give you exactly what you want.
Yeah, they
But
gonna.
that makes
they
him more
gonna pay it.
accessible because people can say 150 sounds like a lot, and I'm nobody
it's
as an
150
artist,
an
so
hour
$60 sounds like
for the
something
booth.
that I
Some
can.
people charge you 50 an hour. 50,
Mhm.
60, 70, 80, $100.
And
You
he's
getting,
pulling. You ain't
getting
gotta go
charged by the
nowhere. He
hour.
pulling up on you.
Yeah, I definitely pull up on you.
Yeah, he pulling up on you.
But now we create a friendship, a bond. I can get
It's
to know you.
networking.
I know you all right. Then sometimes I tell you, pull up to the crib.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's networking.
It's networking, but I just feel like you're selling yourself a little bit short.
I mean,
feel
everything
like
is a
it's-
journey.
I'm looking at your body of work, and
I feel like it's a good start. It's accessible, and over the time, the more of his time that is required of people to like get his attention to record or mix or master a song, then at that point, when he has people lined up, he can raise his prices up, and that makes him, more coveted.
hey,
For
I'm
sure.
telling you, this time next year, it ain't gonna be no $60 pulling up. He ain't pulling up. You better come find him.
That's why you get in now. And the type of person I am now, if you fuck with me when I was at the bottom, your prices will always stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Now,
that's
the new people, if you wing somebody else on, you know what I
Try to
mean?
hop
I
on
wouldn't
the
want you to
wave.
tell them $60, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Then I might charge that person by the hour. I got to bond with you. So if me and you messing around heavy, you know what I mean, and then you brung somebody else in, no, they price ain't your price.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's how it's gotta be too. That's how it's gotta be.
You know what I mean? Because where me and you came from, you basically helped me get to where I was going.
Yeah.
So
And-
your price will stay the same.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people try to leech on that. The person that's grinding up try to leech on that price.
Yeah.
but
If I ain't know you when I was at the bottom, then I might charge you by the hour. It depends on how I feel.
that's why I keep telling you, man. This time next year, don't forget about us.
Hey, me and drinking with friends would be more frequency together than what you expect.
Hey, he gonna be on the BT Awards performing.
Hey, and we could talk about that. Just a couple weeks ago, I had somebody that was telling me they was from the Rolling Out Loud. You know about the Rolling Out Loud performance?
Hey.
Rolling Loud.
Yeah, Rolling Out Loud.
I
Yeah,
feel like you gonna.
yeah. Somebody hit me up for that, but my people, my team, they told me it was a scam. Don't believe it. So I passed on it.
Sometimes you gotta, man. I've seen a lot of people that I listen to, cause like I don't listen to music too much.
Yeah,
I listen to like podcasts and stuff. So a lot of times they'll get stuff like I'll take it back to maybe you don't know him. His name's Theo Vaughn. Joe Rogan hit him up. Kept hitting him up, hit him up. He thought it was a scam. He replied to Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
and then he finally responded, and then realized it was Joe Rogan. So sometimes, like the stuff be hidden, like yeah, you might get a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, he
calls.
sent me to a page to go look at. To me, you know what I mean?
Oh, he
but-
sent you to a page.
Yeah, he
Oh.
told me to look him up on Google and sent me to this and that. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Oh,
all right,
okay,
you know what I
okay.
mean? But he had me. But that's why when you consider a team, that's what teamwork come in at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What
Some
Theo
people-
Vaughn, his team told him.
No, I'm talking about your people. You know what I mean? Like how I said, my people told me, nah, don't go for it. It sound like a fool because they told me I gotta give up probably like $700 at first, but it was $1,200 altogether.
Yeah.
They wanted like a $600 deposit. You know what I mean? And then they was gonna buy our tickets and fly us there, and then when we get there, we pay the rest. You know what I mean? But every name on that Rolling Out Loud was big shots. You know what I mean? 50 Cent was there, Travis Scott, J. Cole, you know what I mean? All these big names was there. So they was like, shit, why would, you know what I mean, if they coming to get you like they saying, because this was before I did my show. It was like 2 days before the show in Atlanta.
The Atlanta.
Yeah, he called me like, I looked at your Instagram page. I seen that you was doing this and this. I want you to come to the Rolling Out Loud show. So he sold me to some places to go. Then he sent me a Cash App person to send half of the money to. Then he was going to buy our tickets. They like, it's a scam. You know what I mean? Pass on it. They could have been right. They could have been wrong. But at the end of the day, if it was
Sometimes-
right, it'll come
sometimes
back.
That roll of the
Yeah.
dice.
I mean,
When
yeah.
it's meant for you, it's meant for you. And
But,
if
you know what I mean? We'll roll the dice another time.
what goes around comes around.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep saying it. I know whoever listens to this right now, they're gonna keep getting tired of me saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, your year.
Next year, I hope my
2
name
months
will
is your
rumble.
year, but I think next year is your year.
Anytime next year here, I hope my name rumble in the city. I hope everybody know who's ABM Nasty.
What are your plans for next year?
Blow up and act like I don't
Besides,
know
I know
nobody.
you mentioned features a couple times.
If you ever watched the show Pinky and the Brain,
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
what was they thing, Gary Day?
Trying to rule the world, Pinky.
Trying to rule the world. So that's my 2022 thing. I want to try to rule the world.
You're just gonna grind
know what I
music next year.
Grind, push it.
He did.
You know
Next
what I mean?
year, my man's been doing this since. Well, as far as back as I looked, 2011.
How-
But it's been before I could grind.
How often are you recording yourself versus recording like other artists?
I record myself more than I record anybody else.
Like, is it like a weekly thing, a monthly thing?
I mean, it's an at-home studio, so I
Mhm.
can record whenever I
Whenever
feel
you
like it.
want,
Yeah,
basically.
so
Mhm.
you know what I mean. But it'll be probably a month or so if somebody call me and say they want studio time. Sometimes maybe 2 months. It's not a constantly thing with people calling me like,
Yeah.
"Can you pull up and record music?" or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Because there's so many options out here. You know what I mean? My in-home studio don't compare to some of these people charging by the hour, so they think my sound quality is not the same.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's where they got to go back and look back at the hustle. Like, look at him now. Like, he's look. I'll say this. Like, the people that doesn't want to go to your studio, but wants to go to somebody else's studio, how many shows they doing? Like, how many shows are they getting the people that come into their studio?
I mean, probably none.
And
that's
then
just
look at him. He charging a little bit of nothing to help y'all. It's not helping himself. He helping y'all. He doing shows. He just
For
came
sure
back
that.
from Atlanta. He doing all these shows in the city.
Was he recorded in your home studio?
Who?
Your the song Heat,
Oh,
which
the
is
Heat.
like the song that he's really
Oh,
like.
yeah,
that
yeah,
song
yeah.
that- That was
that's
your
it.
home
Yeah,
studio?
that's my home studio.
You self-engineered that song?
engineered it all, did it all.
That's good.
And the mug is a
So for
banger.
people that think that, like, you know, how you said, people might not think that your sound quality is up to par with what they might want, they can look at your
Yeah.
own
Yeah,
music
yeah.
and know that
But most artists really want the look. You know what I mean? The studio look. Oh, you see
they
all
want the
these
vibe.
MIDI boards across the screen.
Yeah, nah, I mean,
in
You
a
don't need
room
all
with
that.
the
Bro,
glass that
look
you
what
can
we're
look through
recording
a
this
screen.
podcast on.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
what
one
people-
interface.
That's how I feel like a lot of people don't understand.
They
It comes
don't.
from the grind. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like Master P them when they was blowing up, he recorded in his bathroom.
multi-millionaire. And
And look,
that's
Just
why
like that. Look where he at now. Multi-millionaire, and
So-
he started out his bathroom.
That's why I feel like the little dudes coming up, like they see your price and they're like, oh well, you know, maybe the other dude has a better, like, look at your setup. Like, look at my setup. Like, my setup is not nice. And look at your setup. And they're like, oh well, you know, I'd rather spend my money with this guy that has
'Cause it's
a
gonna
better
sell.
looking
Yeah,
setup.
because it's gonna sell. They feel like they in a real studio, but they getting the same. To me, they getting the same sound.
They getting the same
They're
sound.
being clickbaited.
Yeah, they're getting clickbaited.
Riding the next nigga wave. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
But look at what he's doing and comparing to what you're paying that extra money for with
For
the
sure.
other guy. He doing shows. His music speaks for itself. What's these other guys doing?
All they have to
doing-
do is listen to the
Anything.
sound quality and know that they can get that. That's why I asked them.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna
Did
get
you
the-
record and self-engineer your own song? That's a good.
He doing
product?
it all himself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
So people
yeah.
that don't think they're gonna get that result are stupid for thinking I need that studio to sound like this when they can get a good sound. Like I asked them.
But with my theory
Mhm.
on that and how I look at that is, yeah, I might record myself now, but if I blow, all that changes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be making my own.
Someone else is.
I wouldn't be making
engineering
my
it.
own beats no more. I wouldn't be recording myself no more.
I don't.
The person I signed to, or if you sign with anybody, for the people who want to sign to somebody, your craft that you making to trying to get there is definitely gonna change if you sign with somebody.
Yeah, I feel like when you blow next year, I don't think you're gonna let nobody else take over your stuff. I feel like you want to craft, like, you're a craftsman. So
I
I
feel
feel
you
like
on
you
that.
want to.
When you get bigger as an artist, you're not gonna have time to worry about
Yeah, I wouldn't.
yourself engineering.
Like what
yourself.
I'm doing now is to the work to get there. I might record my stuff the same, but y'all relieving stress off my back.
Exactly.
I mean?
It's about
So I
taking the
gotta.
small things off.
All I
still
would be. I mean, I wouldn't want nobody to do it, but if I sign a deal with somebody, then I already know everything comes with their studio. But I'm walking into a multi-million-dollar studio now, so I wouldn't want to do the work.
We're knocking on wood right now.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't personally want to do the work, cause I'm walking into. I signed. You know what I mean, like Rich Homie said, if you ever heard of him, his
Mhm.
first record deal was
Rich Homie
two.
Quan?
Yeah, his first record deal was $2 million. But they cost all that. He didn't have to worry about recording in his mama house no more, like he said on that song.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I
You know what I
I
mean?
feel
So-
like for your craft, I feel like when you get that deal, and you gonna get that deal, I don't think you're gonna leave it into their hands. I feel like
mean,
you're gonna be
Until
like,
I get,
hold on, I don't like this.
I mean,
like, wanna
until
do
I
this.
get my own.
You can put
You know
it
what I
into the
mean?
hands of someone
I
you
could
trust.
sign with
though.
you, but when I buy out of it to do my own thing, like if I sign with you, then I branch off to do my own record label. Now
Just don't
I'm
do
back.
a 360 deal.
Now I'm back all hands if I make my own record deal. I'm all hands. But my thing is, like I tell y'all, like I was saying all the time from the whole thing, is about my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the end game.
So
You want them to live
they
a
gotta
life.
eat. Yeah, live the life that I didn't live. I
Yeah.
don't want my kids in the ghetto. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't. You know what I mean? Although I came from the ghetto, I came from the streets, but I don't want my kids there.
That's a fact. Even though, if I ever get rich, I'm gonna still have my kids eating ramen noodles.
I mean,
I
yeah,
feel
we
like-
might buy the Roman noodles, but you know what I mean? Yeah, steaks and potatoes is a little bit much, like people say, but we gonna eat good.
Look,
That's
have
a
you had someone record your music that you're like, you know, I think you did a good job. I like the product, the sound that of how you made me sound. Have you had that yet?
Yeah, that's when I first started. That's when we was just talking about the guy Beefy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, that's whose studio I was going to before I
You s-
wanted. Once I wasn't able to catch the bus to him, you know what I mean, or get to his house.
Yeah.
I mean, I had another guy did my music too. His name is he go by Boo.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He recorded my music at one point in time. You know what I mean? But that's when I like, all right, I'm gonna make my own. That where I know I will have it
Yeah.
when I want to get there. I wouldn't have to worry about the paying the next person or
Yeah.
struggling how to get there.
You can just do
You know
it
what I mean?
yourself.
I could just walk into
But
this room
that means
and make it
I
happen.
bring that up because, like he's saying, sometimes it's hard to let people tamper with your craft because you feel like they're messing with something that you already know what it's gonna look like, sound like, and by having other people mess with it, you feel like they're messing with the product. But sometimes, like, you can find people, like you said, like people that made you sound a way that you're like, I like how that sounds. I just can't
Yeah.
have you doing my work all the time. I have to do it myself, and when I want, and you know, do it whenever you can, whenever you want to put music out, you can do it yourself. But if you were to ever sign a deal or have the, you know, that going for you,
Yeah.
you're gonna
gonna
have
sign a
probably, you're gonna have
Definitely
probably
gonna get
someone.
one.
I hope you find someone that you can trust enough with your music, with your sound, that will give you that product. That way, that just like you said, it takes that off your back. You're not worrying about that small thing of I don't like how you're making me sound. I liked it better when I was self-engineering myself. Like you don't want to
Yeah.
worry about self-engineering yourself when you're signing a $2 million deal.
You're gonna give me that sound that I want because I'm
Exactly.
gonna record it how I want it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm gonna
Yeah.
do me.
That's a good
You know what I
engineer.
mean? So yeah, I know the equipment that if I step into this multi-million-dollar studio,
What you about to
I
do?
know you got the quality that's gonna make my shit sound top of the line. But you're still gonna have to let me do me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if
That's
I
why
tell
I was
you,
saying I feel like you gonna hop in there like you know your sound.
Yeah.
And you know how you wanna
I'm
you
not
wanna
gonna let
hurt.
you tell me how to record. You know what I mean?
That's a
I'm gonna
fact.
record how I want to.
It's your
That's what I was
process.
Yeah.
saying.
The
Mhm.
step that I record now, if I go into somebody else's studio, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna expect them to be able to cater, especially if they're a more experienced engineer, to cater to how you know you want to sound, because they
Yeah.
can get you to that level.
Yeah, cause for me coming to your studio, I trust your sound anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But you still gonna let me record it how I want to.
Yeah. That's what I was telling you. I was like
That's the whole point of an engineer, though. Like
If
they're
the-
supposed to cater to how you want to sound. A good engineer, like you go to a good engineer and you tell them, I want to sound like this. This is what what I'm going for. If
Yeah.
they're a good engineer, they're gonna be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a studio that you just tell me to run through my stuff one time. Like
Yeah, nah,
that's
yeah,
not how I
nah.
record my music. You know what I mean? I will record myself one time. You know what I mean? I copy that first take, but then I got ins and outs, and then my ad libs are separate. If you're not gonna give me that, then I might as well go home.
that's a fact. And remember all the little kids that's watching this.
Get at me.
Remember mobile
Studio.
studio genius.
Pull
I
up
got
at
so
your
many damn
service.
words right now going on.
You guys have about 10 minutes before the next 30 minutes are up. So if
Yeah.
you want to wrap it up in the next 10 minutes and talk about whatever you want to talk about, you can.
Yeah, nah. I just want to let all the little kids, if any little kids is even watching this, or even like any upcoming rappers, like follow this man. Like,
Most def, I wouldn't guide you wrong.
yeah, like I said last time. Looking back at all his old stuff, looking back at like his new stuff. Now he's popping.
Definitely.
did it by itself. Like
Yeah, I did it alone.
there was no help in that.
Yeah, it's on the song. I did it alone.
Yeah. You got a song on it?
Yeah, don't phase me. You got it at the bottom of your. Yeah, it's there. You want to talk
yeah.
about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see I got that circle on
Yeah.
there.
I did it alone. You feel me? Like
He reading
you know what I
upside
mean?
down right now. He's looking at my notes.
Yeah, I did it alone. You know what I mean?
That mug is. I was trying to have it playing in the back, but the sound in the back messes up these microphones.
Yeah.
But like, I just want little like any upcoming rappers, like just entrepreneurs, like in themselves.
Enthusiasts, anything.
Yeah.
Studio kids, anyone.
Yeah, studio
but
kids.
My thing for the kids though, I mean, I wouldn't mind recording kids, but my most thing for the kids is I want them to stay in school, do school first, come to me after school.
Yeah, that's a
You know
fact.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want you to think this rap shit is really where it really at. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
your schooling is really where it's at. Like, if I could have went back on it, I'd take it.
Man,
you know
me
what I mean?
too.
If I had the chance to go back to school and do it all over again,
I
would do it differently than what I did now.
Yeah, and once they get out of school, or if they drop out, or however, their path follows, they'll realize that, damn, like I missed them old days. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
missed
when you
them old
change
days.
your process. That's when I changed my process. Yeah, I always knew rapping was in my life because, like I said, my big brother.
Yeah.
But my main goals was to make it in basketball and football. You know what I mean? And as I was going to school, you see, I played both. You know what I mean? I failed at basketball. I went to football. I was good at both, but I didn't have a grade. So now it's time for plan C. Rapping was plan C. Basketball was plan B. Basketball was plan A. Football was plan B. Rapping was plan C. So now I'm on plan C.
Hey, and Plan C is working out super hard for him.
For
I'm
sure,
telling
they got
you.
me chasing something.
Hey, he chasing it right now. I'm telling you. It's the first podcast, so
I hope to have you back one day to see where you're at whenever you come back.
All y'all gotta do
Hey,
is make the call, man. Y'all
we
know how
gotta
to
get-
find me. I'm here.
we might have to call him from Los Angeles when he
Nah,
Wait.
man, nah,
fly
man.
back on a private jet.
Nah.
Like, man, remember the small guys.
I mean, me honestly, I don't really see myself leaving home unless I could take my whole family with me. So if all my
Hey,
brothers
that's a
and
fact.
sisters can't come with me, then y'all forever see me in 317 area code. I ain't going
If I
nowhere.
hit the lottery, I'd be in this mug.
Definitely, I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
know I hit the lottery. The farthest I'm gonna go from here,
You probably wouldn't
Is-
even know. Or you'd probably know if I hit the lottery. But
I'm definitely gonna show that I hit the lottery.
yeah,
But
you'd see
the
it. but
farthest I might leave from here is Geist
Would you open your own
That's right.
studio?
or Avon or something like
that's
that.
where I'm going.
Would you ever open your own studio?
That's one thing I'm definitely reaching for, to get to my own studio.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
You
That's
got the mobile studio though.
that's the only way. But people say your time schedules ain't right. You know what I mean? That's the only way I will.
That's the hard part.
That's the
about
only
this
way I will
podcast.
drop work, is if I knew I had at least 5,000 to 6,000 coming in a month.
Yeah.
If I got 5,000 to 6,000 coming in a month, I don't have time to go punch in at a clock.
Yeah, that's like the thing with this podcast. Like, I ain't making no money right now. Like, I'm paying the money. Like, I buy the drinks, buy the snacks, pay him to edit.
Yeah.
I ain't making no money, but
Yeah, but
it's
that's the
fun to me.
growth. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what you
it's
do it for. That's why I do the mobile. That's why I feel like I started my mobile studio for $60 at first. I mean $30 at first.
30.
I was flat 30. Didn't want nothing else but $30. That was giving you the same thing that the $60 is giving you. But it's $30 more.
Because it's more demand for it. Or eventually, like, the more he grows, the more that price is going to go up. And eventually, like I asked him, he might have his own studio one day, and that's what they're paying for.
If I go to my own studio, then I will be at the hour mark.
Yep.
You got to pay me
Charge
by
you
the
an
hour.
hour.
I'm telling you, this time next year, you gonna look back on this video and be like, damn, he was right.
I'm definitely going to be watching this video because I want you to send it to me once you get done with it so I can upload it on my
Yeah.
YouTube page.
Once he gets done with it,
You guys got.
he the man behind the camera.
You guys got
What's the
4
man
minutes.
behind the camera name?
Joel.
Joel.
Yeah. He the man behind the camera. He does
The
the
man
edits.
behind the camera name is Joel. Did y'all hear that? Joel, the man behind the camera, man. That's what's up, man.
Why?
Miziak
not my name.
on YouTube.
Mizak on YouTube.
Mazak on YouTube. What's
Yeah.
that right there?
MIS
AAC.
AAC.
He
What's
said he
that?
watched a little bit of the last episode, so he might know something.
What's that right there? I might didn't get that far. What that stand for? What is that?
Mizak, that's his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay, now y'all putting me on to something. Now we getting somewhere. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. We
He got
somewhere.
he got a good YouTube following.
Yeah.
We trying to get
Okay,
this-
so I won't call you Joel. It's Mazak.
I call him Joel, but his name Mizak.
Mazak. That's where it's at. So if y'all want to get the man behind the camera for a podcast, go to Mazak. That's how it is for me, man. You can't find me by Jarrell. ABM
Yeah, I know.
Nasty is what you gonna find me by, man. That's where it's at, man.
Hey, my dumb ass.
We know we gonna find you by what your name is, man.
Oh, yeah, you find me easy.
Straight
mean,
thing, man.
Everything might be private though, but you probably find me easy.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. We out here.
My dumb ass thought. I don't know why I thought your name started with a G instead of a J.
I mean, a lot of people do it like that. Some people spell Jarrell with a J. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, with the G. I don't know where the G come from, but you know what I mean. J and J is the same, so you know what I mean.
You guys are at 28 minutes out of 30. You got 2 minutes before this next 30 minutes is up. Is there anything? Do you think you're
Alright.
wrapping it up right now?
What how can everybody follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, ABM Nasty, YouTube, ABM Nasty, and subscribe me. You know, you can find me on all that.
Hey, like and subscribe, and then you can follow us on Drinks with Friends, all one
All
word.
day, drink with friends.
.podcast 317.
Don't forget the dot podcast.
Yeah,
317.
don't forget that .podcast, and then you can also follow.
Mizak. MISAAC. The last episode was me. It's about gaming and stuff. If you like gaming content, follow me at Mizak. I'm the guy behind the camera. And
sure.
yeah, that's me. You can call me
Guy
Joel
behind the
if you
camera.
want.
Nah, man, don't call him Joel. What is it? Mazak. Y'all heard it, front and center. Man.
Before we end real quick, go follow this man. Y'all up and coming rappers. He's got the mobile booth. He'll pull up on you.
For sure.
Do a
Hey man, we
song.
hope to have you back.
I would
as well.
definitely be back anytime y'all call me. Y'all got
Yeah.
time, man.
I'm shitting. I should put some fucking grills or something in.
Oh man, you ain't gotta get the
He's
grill
gleaming on
game,
me.
man. I mean,
I got this though.
And his shout out your mixtape one time right there on the front.
my story,
There you go.
Nasty. My story is my first mixtape, March 23rd, 2020.
And he has a lot of features coming out next
You
year.
know what I mean?
And he's grinding.
And that's the way you can look for me if you want to find me on Instagram, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer,
Anything.
YouTube, Apple
What
Music. Type in ABM Nasty, my story.
this new one? December just drops.
December 5th, yes sir.
What's this one called?
This one is called Hard Work and Dedication.
Hard work and dedication.
Don't get the dead mixed up with how it's spelled. It's not D-E-D. It's D-E-A-D-cation.
Yep.
Dedication.
You see, we got it before it even drops.
And
Boom.
And that's going to give it to y'all because that is called dedication is because it's dead in every situation that I ain't been in. You know what I mean? Between my marriage failing and the loss of my brother.
That's Drinks with Friends podcast 4.
For sure.